Hey y'all, it's me. Um, I had a question. This mostly goes to the Black society, but it's really for anyone that just has any insight on relationships, marriages, and the society that we're in now. So basically, I'm on YouTube a lot, and I see a lot of, particularly Black podcasts, interviews, what have you, debating on what the Black woman wants out of the relationship or marriage and what the Black man wants out of the relationship or marriage. And in my opinion, there always seems to be some type of divide or miscommunication, or just it's like there's never any settlement upon like a foundation, like this is what I want, this is what I'm willing to do, and then we're just at peace at what we have and we can move forward. It's never that. It's always, well, this side is saying this side is not appreciative, or um you can't trust this side. They say you can't satisfy this side. And that's either side. The men say you can't satisfy women, women say you can't satisfy men. So it's always a back and forth of just, no, it's you, no, it's you, no, it's you. So there's just never any it feels like there's never any common ground. And my question is, I just don't know why that is. And it seems, especially for the Black society, um the Black man, the Black woman. And there's of course other um, sexual orientations, but I'm just focusing on just primarily heterosexual um, relations. So that just always struck me as weird, and you have popular people that have discussed this, such as Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to him. You have a bunch of people, even Steve Harvey, all these different uh, so-called gurus on Instagram and YouTube that discuss this. But it just always struck me weird. Like, I think we as people, men and women, have more alike than we do different. Like, just foundationally, on an emotional level, um, whether guys want to admit that they're that emotional or not, or, that they're not supposed to have, these emotions or whatever. On an emotional level, nobody wants to be played, to be made to look stupid, to be hurt, to be cheated on, to be betrayed. Nobody wants that. So that's bottom line right there. Like, that's a common ground. Me, you, anybody. We don't want that. So start right there. Loyalty, trust, communication. These things aren't rocket science. And, it just puzzles me because so it seems, no one's perfect. No race is perfect. No person, no individual is perfect. But so it seems is that other communities, other societies can, at least get their stuff together enough to be married and to build a life, and to go through their trials up and down. Is it perfect? No. Is it, does it always last? No. So it's not putting them up on a pedestal and saying that we're lower than them. But as the numbers would show, as far as marriage rates for Black women and stuff like that is very low. So although, like I said, other races and cultures are not perfect, they're still managing to find some type of common ground to meet in the middle, or what have you, somewhere to say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I expect out of this marriage, out of life, moving forward, raising kids, whatever the journey takes us. This is what I expect, this is what my vow to you is, such and such. And they take that next step and move forward. And I just feel as though um there's just always some type of disconnect with us, and I don't understand the disconnect when, like I said, foundationally we are agreeing with each other. We are. Go up to any person, any male, any woman. And if we're just talking about black people right now, because I'm speaking on what I would see as a little bit of a dysfunction in that situation as far as relationships. Go up to anyone. Do you want to be played? Do you want to be cheated on? Um, do you expect your partner to support you, financially, emotionally, spiritually? Um, do you feel like you deserve respect? Do you want to be heard? Like anything. It's foundational. We all want the same thing. We have more alike than we differ. So I don't understand why there's such a disconnect. I understand we went through a lot as black people, as a black culture, and slavery times and Jim Crow and the women's movement with the women's rights. And I understand there's a lot to heal and understand and actually research on. And then when it gets to the bigger picture of, the government and, um, not having a father in the home so the mother can get government assistance and on all these things that are programmed to break us down as a unit. All these things need to be brought to the forefront. Yes. Just to have an understanding so we can all be on the same page. All right, these things did happen. Now that we're aware, knowing is half the battle, we're aware of these things now. Where do we take it from here? Well, just like anyone else, what do you want? Do you want marriage? Do you want children? What else? I mean, it's the same in any other culture. They want these things, regardless of the fact of whatever's happened, whether it's interracial marriages, dating, whatever it is, they want this. And so I see a lot of black people saying that they want this as well. And my question is, why does it always seem to be some type of disconnect? And it's not to point a finger at anyone. I'm just saying, as a people, why can't we get to what we want? Have a good night. Foundational. Have a good night. Just making a video. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. But yeah, that was my mom. But so that was really my question. And if anyone in the comments has any suggestions as to what we can do, what discussions need to be had, I think a lot of them have already been had at this point. I don't know, I don't really know much more what needs to be said. Is but any suggestions on what should be done, what should be said, to move us along in that direction for those who want marriage. Not everybody wants marriage, but for those that say they do in this generation, what should be done to get the ball rolling? It's not saying this is an overnight process, that we'll understand everything right away and that it all will be well. Just like that. There's probably a lot of healing and growing to do. But it's just like we just get tangled up constantly. And, I don't mean to reiterate, but it's just so frustrating to see. Like, I see the same conversations being had from my generation, older generations. And it's like nobody came to no common ground yet. Like, okay, I'm expecting this of you. I'm expecting you not to cheat on me. I'm expecting you that if before we get into any type of commitment, if you're the type of person that likes to be more promiscuous, I'm expecting you to tell me that up front, to give me the choice of whether I would like to be a part of that or not. And vice versa. If I was that type of person, I would tell someone that, okay, well, you know what? I'm interested in something serious, or I can see this going somewhere with you. However, hypothetically, I'm still into seeing what else is out there. So you know where you stand with a person. Because you can't knock no one that's keeping it real. And now if they kept it real with you and you was with it, and now you have an issue with it later, that may be on you. That actually is on you because they told you what it was. It's just all the deception where you say one thing and then you're going behind someone's back. That's the issue with me. That's the only issue. Because someone tells me straight up, this is what they do, this is what they like, I'm either with it or I'm not. And then there's no confusion, there's no bad blood because we just kept it real. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, what needs to be done for us as a Black society to move forward and getting out of this gender war era or whatever you want to call it, and being more of a unit, than against each other. So let me know in the comments. Talk to you later.